Hey, thanks for joining me. I wanted to talk with you guys for just a minute here before I head out for the day. Uh, First off, I was just going to see. I know a lot of you guys are leaders. You're, just all out leading the pack and stuff like that. But there's also a lot of the members in our group who I'm sure are probably more like I was, where you let people walk on you, you let people treat you bad, and if you're a nice person, you like to get along, you like peace and happiness, and don't enjoy a fight. It's easy to get somebody. It's easy to become somebody's doormat, and so now I'm running multiple companies. I'm dealing with all kinds of different folks, and have had to learn how to become more, stand up for myself, I guess you'd say. But there's a few situations that I'd like to share. One was a job that I had when I was young, and I've always been the guy who would just work my guts out, work, longer hours, harder work, do more than anybody else, trying to be the guy that just took care of everything and didn't have to be asked to do so. And worked at a gym when I was young, and we had this just an absolute jerk of a manager who, the one day the toilet's flooding, he was always the guy that was snapping at you and said, "McCoy, go do whatever." And when I finally realized that it was okay to stand up and just say, "Hey, no, I don't think so. You don't snap your fingers at me unless you want your finger broke." It's kind of a good thing to start realizing. And I don't know if you guys want, I dropped a link to the book with, it's got a chapter called "You Teach People How to Treat You." But I was going to share a story here from recently where I had a date planned, and, I'd been planning, I was excited to do this, just go out, do a nice dinner and pick her up from work and stuff. And I had just stuff was not working out. And I don't know if I should share this here, but basically it's okay to, if somebody's not treating you right, if they've got a bad attitude, it's okay to say, "Hey, listen, we're going to call this off tonight. We'll hang out another night. We'll do something different." But, if somebody's making fun of you, if they're treating you bad, if they're just not respecting your opinion, not respecting who you are, it's okay to say, "Hey, listen, we're done for the evening here. We're done for the day. Maybe we'll catch up later." But when you start teaching people that it's not okay to treat you bad, they'll start treating you different. So there's a couple of things with, one, if somebody's always poking jokes at you and making fun of, if they say you're overweight, you're eating too much, or whatever the different thing is, making fun of your sense of style or something. It's okay to say, "Hey, that's not cool. That's not okay. I'm not a joke." And if you want to keep poking jokes, take off. You don't have to be surrounding yourself with negative folks or people who are not treating you right. So when you start making those decisions to, "Hey, listen, this stops now," you get up and walk out. You could be, if you're hanging out with a group of friends and it's just not, there's joking and having fun. But if the friends are making fun of one of the people, and it's obviously not fun for the person who is receiving the criticism or the jokes or whatever, it is completely okay for that person to get up and walk out. Say, "Hey, this is not going to keep happening." And that group of friends will either start treating you better and they'll start respecting you and maybe not making crude jokes about whatever it is they were teaching you about, or they'll keep doing it and you find a different group of friends who'll get along with you and respect you and appreciate who you are. So whether it's relationships or a job or whatever, if you're making good money at a job, you got a boss that's just a jerk and you hate life because of that job, find a different job. You can confront the boss. And I'm not I've grown out of the the physical violence thing. I spent years a little more aggressive, I guess you'd say. But now it's going, "Hey, there's just you don't need to be put in a position where you're always feeling like you have to be defending yourself or sticking up for yourself." So if you make the decision now and just kind of I guess you'd say respect yourself, others will start respecting you too. Hope that